What are these wild trips?
Well, that's where you're going to spelunk. Like I say, get down those crawling things. You get, for us, we do water and everything else. Water, we're in water about waist deep.
What?
51, 52 degree water. At least waist deep. You could get neck deep, just depending on where you go.
Okay. That's really awesome.
It's a different deal.
I've never seen a place that lets you do that. That's pretty cool. Are there fish in that water?
Oh yeah, we should see some fish.
Oh,
That's our test crawl area for people who do the wild tour. They crawl through that hole. In the back of it narrows down to 10.5 inches.
What?
The open paper is 11 inches tall. So they go through that one. If they can handle that and be okay with it, then we'll get the opportunity to go back there and do the 7.5 and things like that for if they're doing a full-blown wild tour.
Could you put your light further down on where that hole is you were talking about? That is, so yeah, if you're doing the wild tour, which is, I'll link it in the video below, but in the description, that is your entrance. So if you've been watching the tour up until now, right here is where it starts. It's really cool. Really, really cool. What a crazy entrance to a cave. That looks like I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't look like you want to do it. But it looks so cool. Like yeah, it looks very ominous. Very ominous. But hey, it's cool.
It is cool. We love doing it because, like I say, it gets people over their fears, apprehensions. It's a great team builder.
Well, the wild tour. How much is the wild tour?
The wild tours go up to $45 a person, down to $25 a person. Just
the wild tour is, that's great. Are you serious? Is that real life?
See, the $25 a person, you do 1 hour, and that's for people who have claustrophobia or they're too robust to fit through many things.
Yeah.
Say as nice as I can.
Yeah.
And then we have the 2-hour one, that's $35, and a 3-hour one, that's $45.
Those are amazing prices. If you've ever wanted spelunked, you've been following this tour, I think you're going to be in good hands. This is a great starting point.
Well, the very back here, there used to be another opening. That's where the Linville family came through, and they were the first settlers here.
So when they found it through an entrance back there?
It is, and that's where Patterson Hill and Cave Hill roads come together in front of the gift shop.
Okay.
When they paved those roads, they actually covered that opening over.
Oh.
But that's where it used to be, and they believe that they slept behind the rock wall over here. Behind that wall is a 4-foot wide by 40-foot long crawl walk space. So they slept back there, they think, but when we do our wild tours, we cross rocks back there. We'll give you an optional crawl back here behind these rocks, and then we come out the hole there to get back out.
Oh gosh! Wow! Look at that. That's going to be a journey. It's going to be like being birthed again. Well, I can tell you, as someone who's done it, once you do an adventure like this, you will have faced so many fears, but feel amazing. There is no feeling of accomplishment more than when you face your own demons and success. But, so another thing about the wild tour, it seems like it's great price. How many times a day can you do it? Is it every hour on the hour, or?
We actually schedule that one, so we need a little advance notice. If we get a day or two notice, usually we can make that work.
Excellent.
We'll call in other guides to do it or whatever we need. Those are huge adventure times. Like I said, it's team building.
Yeah.
But also, total strangers help each other out.
That's pretty cool.
On the surface, in the public, you can't help each other out. You're afraid to. You're afraid what will be said, what will be done, sued, whatever. In here, it strips back to the raw person. So most people are good, truthfully.
Yeah.
There's like 2% of the people who are not. They're me people. Okay, they're about themselves. But that's probably 2%. But the rest of the people, total strangers helping each other out.
You're going to find some good people if you come spelunking around these parts.
Man, I've seen people have claustrophobia for real. They have to walk on the path because they're sweating from the first crawl. So I said, you can walk the rest of the time, you can watch us, you don't have to get off the path if you don't want to. I've seen that happen, and I've seen somebody say, I need help doing this. They've sucked it up and come through the hole. That's their fear to help some stranger out.
Yep.
I've seen that happen. Once, and you go back over the roadway, going back the other way. Now, we're not doing that area commercially yet, and we probably won't do this. But we'll crawl back through those holes. That goes back about 30 feet.
Oh,
And
wow. That would be
commercially, we've not done it because we just started doing that this year.
exploring it and seeing if you want to start running tours through there.
Yeah, there's another area opened up on the other side of the rock that goes back to this. We don't know if they're going to connect or not.
Okay.
We're not digging anything, but we did clean out limbs and trash out of there that washed in. I've been here 17 years, and when I first got here, I seen that area, but it's so filled with trash and everything else, I figured it didn't go anywhere. This year, since we had so many floods, it washed some of that out, so we started cleaning it out. And we found it go back probably 40 or 50 feet, and we think it's going to connect here. We're not sure, but we're still digging the trash out up to see.
So if you're watching this in the future and you've gone through this, leave a comment. Because it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet.
Not yet.
Not-
We'll do it, but I'm not going to put anybody commercially through there until we know.
Until you know
safe.
it's super safe and has an entrance in and out.
Yep. It'll take us a couple of years of doing that to make sure it's good and safe. And this is not an advertising point for people to come. It's not about that. We just need to know it's right for us first.
Yeah.
And then we'll try it.
Well, not just that, but you know, I know right now you have a lot of people who like to look first before they go, and more importantly, I think this is a very personal experience. And if you're watching this as a personal experience, I think you're in good hands, and that's what you want to be in. You do not want to come into a cave with a whippersnapper. I'll show you Blue Springs Tavern, Bloomington, Indiana. Thinking about you. We were in a river cave boat, and the guy crashed the river cave boat. But anyway, this seems, keep it in mind, this is an excellent first time spelunking with what we're experiencing now.
This is it's a safe place to go. It's a pretty good sized cave. If you're claustrophobic, this is a good starter cave. And if it's your 100th cave, this is a good 100th cave.
Yes, and keeping in mind, you know, Cathedral Caverns, Ruby Falls, this beats out Ruby Falls. Point blank, Ruby Falls is really just the waterfall at the end. And not a lot of caverns like this. And then Cathedral Caverns is really nice, but not this. So I have an affinity for caves. I think they're so beautiful.
Well, and the thing is too, though, I know the rank order is for you, and everybody has different ranking because it's for them personally. But every cave is worthy of going through once. Some are worthy of coming back to, some are not.
That's very true.
Okay, so everything's worthy of seeing what's. We didn't create this.
God created
it,
this.
and whatever it turned out to be is the way it is.
Only thing y'all did was build this nice, convenient, safe walkway.
Now, the water's back down to pretty much normal. 4 days ago, at the peak of the rain we had, water was coming off the rocks up in here. So about 4 foot to 5 feet deeper than it is right now.
Oh, wow.
So that changed 4 days ago.
So,
water has cleared up again.
So if you'd come in here a couple days ago, the water was much higher.
It would definitely have been on these rocks fall across. It was yesterday.
How often does the water come above this walkway? Has it?
In 1994, that was the biggest flood they had on record before this year. 14 feet of water, and it was 2 feet over the walking area that we're on now.
Wow.
But this year we had 18 feet of water, but it didn't flow over top of this. It was 2 feet under this bridge. But the next bridge we'll be on, we'll show you it was underwater with 18 feet. So it was probably 3/4 of the bridge was underwater back that way.
Okay.
So it's definitely different.
Very cool.
And back in there is where we do some of the spelunking tours as well when the water is down. We'll go back through that. We're in the rocks. Through those rocks into the water, waist deep until we come out and we'll see the water flow here in a few minutes.
Very cool.
The water is 51 to 52 degrees year-round. These are horse, extinct muskrat, and caribou bones. They found that in here when they first developed the cave, but about 3 months ago, one of our other guides found another mastodon tooth.
Are you serious? How big are they? Like
We'll see it when we get back up to the shop. Remind me.
all right, cool.
We got it up here. We're not letting anybody take this one
Okay.
because everything else they've taken, they've kept.
This is that mastodon tooth that we were talking about earlier in the tour. Look at how massive it is. Look at it next to my fist. Getting bit by a mastodon is not recommended.
Alright, so now that is the root section though. So the grinding section is there. That's actually what it was grinding.
That's what you felt.
Yeah. And you can see the cavity in there.
Very cool. This is awesome.